Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're well. How you doing, Phil? Hope you're good. From your shift at work. Afternoon, says Drew. Here we go. What is it today? Thursday. Bloomin' Thursday. I'm surrounded with TV bars. My big screen telly's done. It's done in, so I'm trying to fix it before I toss that bad boy out. You're going to try and fix it, are you? Ask Electrodoc. I think he does things like that. Other than that, just lob it. Buy a new one. Good luck. Yeah, good luck with that, mate. Rather you than me. 7 years at last. I can't complain. We had a good run together. 7 years ain't bad. But yeah, in the bin. Grab your brews. Grab your brews. It's going to be a good one today. Oh, happy days. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Living the dream. I'm living the dream, but I haven't had a custard cream. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but you know. Afternoon, Drew. I don't know why do you keep saying Drew like that. I don't know. I'll do that. Mr. Waffle, hope you're well, my friend, on this glorious Thursday. Hello to Night Nikki, who's out in the day. No, contradiction there in names, isn't it? Night Nikki, in the day. What's going on, Nikki? Keeping us on our toes. Hope you're all well. Got a couple of stories, and then we'll have a look at what's going on with the Iran war and everything, and obviously you guys in the chat can have your say. So yes, get in there and whatever it is you want to say, we will get it up on screen. Oh, happy days. But remember, I've got to I spanked up the old shoutouts because I thought, make them look good, because we got a new golden wizard, i.e. Phil. Phil is the new golden wizard. So, give him a shout out. Got to give him a shout out, and we, it's all part and parcel. It clearly states on it, So the silver wizards that we said last night, and the golden wizard, Phil and Bad Batch. So give him a shout out. Oh, happy days. Hope you like my wording there for the gold and silver. It looks kind of cool if I do not say so myself. So yes, so thanks to you, 7 silver wizards, and thanks to the 2 new golden wizards. Oh, happy days. What can I say? Lovely jubbly. Oh, it's me again. Hello. So yes, it's all good. Where was I? You're all saying hello to each other. Yes, you are. Oh, we have Miss Chloe Celeste. Good afternoon. Hope you are well. And we have British and Proud. Oh, I bet you're British and Proud. Just saying, using my wizardry skills for that. Hope you're all well. Living the dream. I don't know where I picked that. We say living the dream and Meow China. What's that all about? But yeah, it's all good. But don't forget tonight, guys. It's your show tonight. I've got nothing. I've got like one story that I want to talk about, and then other than that, it's all about you guys, whatever you want to talk about. So, and you can call in as well. Well, happy days. But I don't know if you saw with Shabana Mahmood, but I don't know what you think about the routes, or the visa routes. 4 of them being Gong Wombo. Pat's in the house. Yeah, we love a bit. We love the Gonk Womble. Algorithms are fun. Just came off my feed. The Ali Taylor song from the 9 o'clock news, 1979. Very funny. I bet. What something come up with me? It was Rowan Atkin. Is it not the 9 o'clock news or something? Something come up and they're saying, how is this legal? But legal routes, millions more. Yep, because people like what we say, like illegal immigrants is a severe problem, but so is legal. There's just too many. What's going on? So yeah. Oh, there's business. We were talking about Australia yesterday. How you doing? And the mosques that are mourning Khamenei, those mosques should be closed down. How dare they? Call him an inspiration. Oh man. Look, Shabana Mahmood's having a little peek over. Look, she's look at her having a little peek over. What's she doing? Apparently, migrants are exploiting the asylum. Oh, really? You've only just worked that out? Come on, Shabana. We know it's been going on blooming how long? Look at the state of our country. It's been abused left, right, and centre. Yeah, yeah. We can see you. Yeah, poking over the top. I know. I missed the one I wanted. That's the one I was trying to get. Yeah, when we're allowed humour, that's how times have changed, innit, folks? I mean, you used to like just have a go at anything and everything, even in Only Fools and Horses and things like that. But they're like, no, not today, thank you. We've got no sense of humour. Have you seen the government going to pay families 40k to leave? Are they dumb? It's going to entice more to come. Yeah, that's what I've got. That's my story for tonight, geese. I've got that ready for tonight. So yeah, because you know you can say whatever you want tonight, talk about whatever you like. But that was going to be my starting, just to like let you know. Yeah, it's ridiculous, mate. Absolute 40 grand. Millions must go. That's basically it in a nutshell, mate. I mean, depends how we say it. It could be, oh, you sound so nasty. Millions must go. Do you know what I mean? But it's not like that, is it? We know what it's like. 40k leave, return, and 40k leave again. Yeah, and then they end up with, well, do it 3 times, you get 120 grand. Why not? Why not? But what can we do? Easy money. Yeah, 40 grand though. The government has placed an emergency brake on visas for nationals from 4 countries, accusing them of exploiting Britain's generosity to claim asylum. So, yes. No, we're not complaining. This is a news article, Paul. You only ever come in here to, like, don't matter what we're doing. If we're talking about the blue sky, you'll be like, yeah, but the sky's green, mate. Or this water's wet. You'll go, no, water's dry. You're one of them, aren't you? But no, we're not complaining about immigrants. We're going to complain about illegal immigrants, but the actual legal migrants, it's all out of hand. It's all out of hand. But we live in the real world, Paul. I don't know where you live, Mars, Mercury, I don't know. But this is actually a news article. So no, we're not complaining. We're actually going for a news article that's clearly stating that Shabana Mahmood is put the emergency brake on visas for nationals from 4 countries, which are Afghanistan, Cameroon, Myanmar, and Sudan, as well as work visas for Afghans. So that's not us. That's Shabana. That's what she's doing. And this is what this news article says. So if you want to try and put some sort of weird twist on it, good luck. The government, you got that, Paul. The government, not the whiz. Not anyone in Wizard's chat. Not any members that are Wizard. Not any members that are Silver Wizard. Not any members that are Golden Wizard. The government has halted the visa routes. Yes, that's right. The government. I'll say it again, Paul. The government has halted the visa routes as it claims a growing number of people from these countries are using legal migration routes as a backdoor to claim asylum in the UK. That's what they're doing, Phil, right? That's what they're doing. That's what it's saying here, right? Not me. That's what they're saying. Blimey heck. Going to get scrutinised, geese. Everybody in chat, be careful what you say. Paul's here, and then Paul says it. That's it. It's fact. It's true. Because we're talking about the other side of it. So, like, what we're going to sit here and go, oh, by the way, because the legal and illegal migration problem is such a problem, what we're going to do for Paul is talk about the fact how migrants are a good thing. I mean, what? No one's saying they're not a good thing, but we're saying as it stands, it's just gone mental. There's too many. Illegals is a real issue, and legals are coming in left, right, and centre, and it's all got out of control, and it needs to be controlled. That's what we're saying. No one's saying anything. Because if you're going to have doctors, nurses, or whatever come through, and they're not actually going to be claiming benefits, then no one's saying about that. You sure? I forget his first name. Richard Shaw, innit? The founder of Advance has left for Restore. Yes. Yes, I got wind of that yesterday. I did write it down. Richard Shaw. Richard Shaw, I believe his name is. I hate this channel. I'm leaving. Comes back next day. That's it, Pat. We do. They get to many benefits. My account's blocked by YT already. Oh, see, I did check. It's not me. It's definitely not any settings I've got. I've got it on basic or whatever it is. It's the lowest one possible. My sister is a law as an immigrant, legal, Filipino, Catholic, and integrated. No risk. Exactly. See, there you go. Say no more. Say no more. Was you show no respect to anything I say? Because you're talking out your bum, mate. You're talking out your bum. I mean, blimey. If you actually say something that's actually, you know, warranted like to be like a respectful comment, then it will naturally get respect, wouldn't it? But you're just saying the opposite to anything. Like I say, oh, the water's wet. No, it's not. It's dry, says Paul. Oh, look at that green grass. Oh, no, it's black, says Paul. Oh, and Paul has said it's black, so it's black, everybody. That's the impression we get when you say something. But I'm reading this article, which is clearly stating that obviously Afghan, Sudan, etc., they've got to stop the visas because they're abusing the system. And then you want to come straight in and go, oh, well, you're always talking about illegal immigrants. Me. My mummy would not let me suck her boobie. Me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where I was going with that. My apologies. But yeah, it's just annoying, isn't it? It's annoying. Give some positive about immigrants being here then. Yeah. Paul has legals with nice skills. Yeah, probably does. My brother migrated to another country. He had to learn the language and couldn't claim any benefit for years. That is the correct way to go about things. It is, Mark. Yeah, because they said like 5-10 years. Because, I mean, they should work out, like, you know, if you've been here 5 years, you could say, well, you're entitled to say benefits if you have to claim them for 6 months to a year. That's it. If you've been here 10 years, you can claim for 1-2 years, depending obviously what tax you pay. And they should adjust it accordingly and say, right, you know, being that you paid into the system for the last, say, 20 years, you're actually entitled to benefits, not a problem, or however they do it. That would be good. Work some amazing migrants as a nurse, needs capping and controlling that. Exactly. That's what we're saying. I mean, they've always served a purpose. We know that. And a lot of it, let's be honest, some Brits are just lazy. They won't go to work. But then they come over and like a lot of them, they work in factories or work the farm jobs, picking, packing, or whatever you want to call it. You know, they're doing then they are no issue to our country whatsoever. They are a genuine benefit. So yeah, but that's what we're saying, isn't it, Chloe? Basically, there needs to be a cap. It needs to be controlled because it is literally just gone silly. But they do serve a purpose, and they are a benefit to the people and the country when they're working, paying taxes. I have no issue with that. No issue whatsoever. So I'm sure I've worked with a few in my time. Someone said Muslims are the modern face of Britain, not a chance. I know. I played that video yesterday. It was absolutely nuts. It said, you are the modern face of Britain. Like, what? Don't worry about the Britons. Are you British? Are you English? You are not the face of Britain. Dear. Of benefits, and he comes out with curry, kebab, naan breads, and culture. But I do like, you know, like the Indians, like they do their curries and that. But I actually like to learn other cultures. That's good. But like I say, that, you know, if they're on benefit, then they are of no benefit if they are living on benefit. Isn't it? The thing is, we cap our own training of doctors and nurses because we bring them from abroad. Yeah, which is bad. Why not just train even more? More doctors and nurses are always a good thing. Exactly. People did say about that, didn't they? They're like, they're not sort of investing in the British people to be able to be doctors and nurses. It stops so far, and you're like, hang on a minute. So I know it made me laugh too, geese. I know that was shocking. See, people know. Real doctors and nurses, though, not the machete wielding type. Yeah. Yep. You know, we can have all that without migrants molesting children. Was what you say goes. Never consider another point of view. Yes, I do. As long as it's a sensible point of view. So I don't know where you get that from. Once again, straw manning, gaslighting, whatever you want to call it. No, what I say doesn't go, but obviously it goes when I'm bloody talking about this because it's in a news article. So what I'm saying goes. This is a written article, but people in the chat have their own views and they may agree or disagree, or I may agree or disagree, and then we discuss it. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do. Come on, Paul. That's what we do. So yeah, what I say doesn't go. If I'm saying like I'm a wizard and I'm truly 100% amazing, I am a gift to this planet and God, then yes, what I say goes. I don't know where I was going with that, but you know. The Home Office described the suspension on visa claims as unprecedented step, but it was okayed by Paul Lad 7. Obviously, the Home Office and the government do not take any actions without consulting Paul Lad 7 on YouTube. It doesn't say that. I was making it up. But see what I'm saying? It was good though, wasn't it? I'm in a funny mood today. It's been one of them. It's an unprecedented step as it's the first time such visa bans have been implemented with permission of Paul. Miss Mahmood said, Britain and Paul will always provide refuge to people fleeing war and persecution, but our visa system must not be abused. And Paul nodded. Correct. Thank you, Mahmood, he said. That is why I'm taking an unprecedented decision with Paul to refuse visas for those nationals seeking to exploit our generosity. I will restore order and control to our borders with Paul. I hope you appreciate my little comedy moment there, Paul. I'm just being funny. Just, you know. This Paul has the same view as Paul Former and Ben Habib. Ain't that mad? No, he doesn't. He's complete opposite. Come on, Chirac, don't you start. Paul, you had that for decades. Exactly, Mark. I started nursing in 1988 and saw the numbers go down and down. It's a shame, really. It's a shame because there must be people, you know, they want to be doctors and nurses and that when they grow up and all that. And you're like, oh, well, no. Unless you've got to leave the country and come back in. The attention seeker is back. Yes, I demand attention. Yes, there's an issue with fake nurses. Chirac is back. Back again. Chirac is back. Chirac is back. Chirac is back. The government decided it was quicker and easier and cheaper to bring doctors from abroad, but it also reduces the doctors other countries have, so it's a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, no one. I mean, it's good for the doctors and nurses to come here as long as they assimilate and do their thing. Yeah, that's, you know, it's good for them. I bet they enjoy it, and they're good at what they do, obviously, and they save lives, so very beneficial. But yeah, there's always going to be knock-on effects here and there, or ripples, or whatever you want to call it. Trump basically said France and UK are finished. The new free world will be USA and Gulf states and Israel and South America. Well, we're looking a bit weak at the moment, aren't we? Truck is timed out for 10 minutes. I'm done warning him. There you go. That can be further than truth. If we said oxygen's good, you'd put a plastic bag over your head. That's what I was saying, Drew. Your best art is coming unbred. You're a clown. Obviously, nothing of interest to say. That's what I said, wasn't it? Nice one, Phil. Oh, you got the thumbs up for Nicky. Oh, Track. I bet he's starting to get banned on other channels as well. But yeah, I mean, you know, my mods know what they're doing. I trust them. If they know it's going down one way or the other, they're going to block you. So I'm not sitting here and I'm telling my mods what to do. They're mods for a reason, so they can just do. And I will stand by their decision. It is some countries stopped us taking their medical staff as they were short. Exactly. I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Track behave. So why can't we have homegrown? I mean, blimey heck. Plus, it gets used as a weapon in political arguments. We have 30% immigrants in the NHS, as an example. But if we trained our own, it wouldn't be as high. It is manufactured. Yep. I mean, like London, apparently it was 80% white British in 1991, 80% white British in 1991. In 2026, it's around 30%. So that tells you all you need to know about what's going on in the country. Well, in fact, immigrants are massive contributors to the economy. Illegals aren't, they're all on benefit. And not all legal migrants are, because they're on benefit because they seek asylum and they got no skills or nothing. They're here because obviously they can't be in their country because they'll probably end up getting brown bread. Brown bread. Dead. If you don't know what that is. So I wouldn't say they're massive contributors to the economy. They are contributors. But trying to blag it up and use the word massive. Go check the stats on how many can't be bothered to work and sponge off the ones that do. You think that's right? Exactly, Mr. Waffle. Well said. The last time I needed to go to the hospital, the doctor couldn't understand me and I couldn't understand him. In the end, my diagnosis was 2 thumbs up and a hey. That's bad though, isn't it? Oh my. On my feed now, spike millions Pakistani Daleks. Oh no. Try checking our Brits on benefits. But this is Britain. So what are you getting at? This is Britain. This is Britain. No one's saying that that's perfect, but we don't need to be importing people to go on benefit. Or come to our country, come claim benefit. Come and like stock up on all the treatments on NHS and dentists because the people can't get them, so you can. So Brits don't love PIP, but people abuse it. Brits and Britain irrelevant. Exactly, Phil. I don't need to. There are more native Brits in the country, so there will be more native Brits. Do you know what per capita means? Exactly. And we worked out last time on it, and I looked it up. 63% of Muslim women are on benefit. 40% of Muslim men are on benefit. That's just wrong. Up cherries. Good afternoon. Where's an all in the chat? I'm absolutely loving every moment I be in the USA and doing at least 3 main videos a day, spreading the word to them and the establishment crying. Yeah, he's doing well over there. So, yeah, I saw the Tim Pool stuff and that. Well, seen a few things. And I'll play his video at the beginning of my video yesterday. I was going to do it at the beginning of every video, but I thought probably not. Because then you guys get bored of it as well. But I will play it now and again because it's the build up to May the 16th, isn't it? How about I compare the exact number of Brits to the exact number of immigrants and see what percentage are on benefits? Or the number of Brits claiming benefit the country immigrants came from. Yes, it's a per capita numbers need looking at. Highest percent grape and SA are from Afghanistan. Yes, they are. I know what ignorance is. Yes, you are the embodiment of ignorance. Jerry's. That includes pensions, so it's not just welfare. Mr. Waffle, they got me, bro. Take care. It was a pleasure. Cross your path. Chafak Captain Tanganga. He's back. I recognise the picture. The migrants that came over here between the 50s and 80s came here, worked hard, respected our culture and society, and appreciate the opportunities we gave them. That's not who we get today. That's it. That's it. Say no more. Richard, do you enjoy a curry? What's that got to do with it? Vegetable curry. Only vegetable. Medium vegetable curry. Sometimes a madras. But, what's that got to do with it? Oh, yeah, because, if they weren't here, you wouldn't be able to do that. But then we got chefs and cooks and people would have like learned how to do it and whatever anyway. But like I said, I like learning about other cultures and looking at other people's foods and this and that. Yes, I get that. And they open up a restaurant. You think that's good, but they are contributing to society. If they own a curry house or restaurant, that's good. They're employing people too. They're a very, very good benefit. It's all hot air, though. They lie when they get here. The lawyers will fight their case for years. Yep, just clogs up the whole system. It's terrible. Is this going to be the argument that you can't eat foreign food if you don't like foreigners? I think that's why it's going. Facts. Do you enjoy Coke? No, I enjoy living in a country that isn't full of migrants abusing children. There you go, Pat. Or there you go, Paul, I should say. Pat's on it. Basically tell it the way it is. Yep. People agree. We got the recipes. Yeah, we got the recipes here. Well, my local fish and chip shop is owned and run by Indians. How dare they? Yeah. See, but they want to do that because they want to work. They want to earn money. They're paying taxes. They might employ 1 or 2 members of part-time staff. To me, that's a good thing. Like that is what do we call it? I was going to say like a net benefit to the country and its people. I've got an issue. We aren't naive. We know the countries that we get the dross from. I've been blocked from crazy unhinged lefty channels. I ain't been blocked from a far right channel yet. Yeah, we're right. Showing yet we got a lot of hard-working Indians here because they want to work. They enjoy working. That's what some of the British people need. That They tried to C-19 us all. They moved in. Yeah, wake up. Miss Susie, wake up. Contribution to the economy doesn't stop the fact that they're destroying our culture by simply coming here and breeding. That's basically like, when I was saying like legals and illegals, it needs to be capped. It's out of control. No one has any numbers. So talking like 14 million a day, I think we pay. There's about 1 million. There's around 1 million illegals in the country, apparently. I was watching Constant Kissing. That's why it needs strictly capped numbers, even to zero if needed. Yeah, it needs to be stopped for a while, see what's going on, whatever. And if you find there's a lot of Indians or whatever, then that's it. That's it. No more. So, and whoever's on benefit, get them out. So, yeah, if we get rid of all the illegals and just up the numbers of legal migrants that have a right to work legally, and we're still exactly that needs to be controlled, mate. So I know what you're saying, Pat. 100%. Like legal and illegal is an issue at the moment. It both need to stop, and it really needs to be looked into. But the thing is, when it comes to the British government, they look into it. It's going to take 12 years, and by then it's going to be like 10 times worse. Migration is so bad, we need hospital staff to translate English because they can't be assessed to learn English. That would be a priority. Yes. You said that yesterday. Yeah, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Yeah, bye, Paul. I don't know any who aren't grafters, mate. They didn't come here, sit in a hotel, then spit in our face after we help them. Even the legal migrants pay less tax for 2-3 years when they come, because according to the current government, they already pay abroad. Wow. You actually see stats from grapes from other EU countries. It's through the roof, yeah. And we can always see the type of people that are coming in when that happens. Yeah, that's what I said. You said that yesterday. Last time. That's why, yeah. This stream was great. Thank you very much, Philip. Philip Bupo is one of us. Welcome to the Wizardians. I say Wiz fan, but everyone put Wizardians, so I had to go with that. My people have spoken. Thou shalt not pass. Don't know where I was going with that. Exactly, mate. Rupert is right. Millions legal and illegals must go. Yes. Agreed. Good morning, everybody. I'm in afternoon in the UK from Ohio and rainy day. Oh, rainy day, Robert. Rainy day. It's we've got a bit of sun, but it's cloudy. It's actually looking a bit better today here in Portsmouth on the south coast of the UK. Staying away from London, mate. Get too close to that, I can smell Starmer and all the poo coming out his mouth. You know what I mean? But yeah, glad to have you here, mate. Glad to have you. They did that deal with India for tech experts. Pay no tax. However, you can't blame the migrants for that. No, it's people come up with these policies, and if it's of benefit, say to Indians to not pay tax, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. I'm French. I live in Oxford. Ah, oui, oui, monsieur. Oui, oui. Bonjour. Je m'appelle le wizard. Je voudrais une fraise. I would like strawberries. Sorry, mate. He's like, I'm not watching this channel. This bloke's an absolute idiot. I'm trying to make out I can talk French when I can't really. Une de trois. Where does tikka masala originate from? A place called Tikka. It was made by Masala. Hi, Robert. Ooh. 25 minutes late. Oh, stop the bags. Yes, you're correct. Yeah, see. Mass deportations. Yep. Well, I hope as a nurse, and the reason you don't get as many. This is a white country. Yeah, but we say that, then we're racist, we're bigots, and then we're going to get called Islamophobic. Scotland. Fraud in the US through illegal migrants and childcare services, close to 200 billion in the US, traced to many different countries being investigated. Knows all about it, enough to build a small army. Wow. 200 billion. That's crazy. That's crazy. Never know that myself. It says, Phil, 1 minute's more like 10 million. Yeah. India have been here escaping a shirt invasion for the last 4 or 5 decades. Well, but we have more young male Muslims illegal than we have soldiers. Yep. And all these illegals coming in just happen to be male. I still haven't seen women or children yet. That's a good word. But about the Masala, yes. Rasta. Gosport. Oh, my word. You're literally just over the water. Oh, my word. That's why I used to play football on Stokes Bay. So I play football every Sunday for decades. I got family in Gosport too. By you'll know Fort Brockhurst, just to the left of the roundabout when you're coming in, before the ice rink. See, I know Gosport. Whoa! Chloe is actually in Gosport. Cool. I have to get on the ferry. I'll come over and I'll do a live stream and say, "Here I am with Chloe." She'll be like, "Go away, Wiz." The Wizard Wombos. Yeah. Hi, Portsmouth. Literally, you're waving distance. It's me granny, man. Hello, humans. I come in peace. Take me to your leader. The one known as the Wizard's Words. Oh, that'd be me. How you doing, Slim? Hope you're well today. Hope you're fit and healthy, living the dream, good mood, and I don't know, just happy. Hit like, subscribe, there ain't no jive. Yeah, what Robert said. Happy days. All right, Slim. My wife is a nurse. The reason there aren't enough homegrown nurses is because the pay is just above minimum wage, just isn't worth the 4 years in uni, all the tuition fees. No, it's not. They don't get paid enough, do they? But they seem like, you take a penalty and put it over the crossbar, even though you've been playing football for the last 25 years, and you get 250 grand a week. You save someone's life, you get like 250p a week. That's £2.50. Yes, Slim. Hello there. Deport Wizzy speaking French. Ah, no, monsieur, no. I'm English, really. I can't really speak English. I speak common. Yes, they should never move nurses training to university with tuition fees. No, they actually screwed up. It's not called Islam is bad for a reason. In America, they pay nearly 3 times the amount for nurses, and they pay for your tuition after your first couple of years. My wife did get masters for free. Oh, that's good. Yes, it's in Colombia drug cartels also. So God, there's no end. Masala is Muslim. Tika is Indian. Yeah, bomba clot. Well, they're illegals willing to fight for the country that they live in. Well, they're illegals, so they shouldn't be given the chance. I grew up opposite Fort Brockhurst. Ah. You have to know, if you recognise the surname, if I say the surname Hulse, if you know anyone with that surname, Hulse. That's not my surname, but obviously that part of my family's. But it'd be like, oh my word, I know such and such with the name Hulse. That'd be so funny. According to Home Office figures, some 39% of the 100,000 who claimed asylum in 2025 did so after arriving in the UK through a legal migration route, like a study visa. Asylum applications by students from Afghanistan, Cameroon, Myanmar, and Sudan present the most significant part of a spike between 2021 and September 25. The Home Office added, the visa ban will be officially introduced when immigration rules change on Thursday. So there you go. We don't have to go too much into that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to let you know, because they're sort of doing something, I suppose, sort of. But I thought this was hilarious. He had some problems with his Wiley. You know what I mean? His Wiley won't go down. Wiz didn't pick that up. Tika Masala originally from Scotland. Oh, did it? I never knew that. I'm married to an English woman. Wahey! But I bet you work and you do your thing. Do you know what I mean? Google it. I'm alive. That showed him. Yeah. We've got 7 children. We live on benefits. I bet you don't. 7 children. Done well. I've got 6. I've got a bad back and my wife suffers with anxiety. I think so, having 7 kids. I've been watching the reports on the Iran situation. The Yanks have devastated military and Navy capacity. 3 days. Yep. We love this country and support deportations. On benefits, you must be Muslim. Now he's speaking. Portsmouth. Deport! Uh-oh. Most migrants or migrants coming to the US used to have to come in and work and should be able to be drafted in the military services. You actually know the name Hulse? Well, put first name up. Put first name up, and I'll tell you if they're. Oh, this is going to be interesting. It'd be so funny that you actually know someone, say, from my family in Gosport. But Hulse, there's a few male people with the name Hulse. If you put their first names, if you know one, I'll see if it's one I recognise. If it is, I'll be like, no way. Just be a giggle between you and me, Chloe. It'll just be funny. Immigrants out. Yep. Speaking. I'm French, but I'm white. Speaking Portsmouth. My wife is British, so I'm okay. Yep, hold on to her. Hooray! Did you give me that originate from Scotland? Yes. Ahmed Aslam. Sound Muslim, mate. Just switch to live chat. Be missing some comments. Oh, I know. I don't know what this does. Birmingham. My son in USA Virgin. No way. Does he do artexing and plastering? I'm waiting for an answer on that one. I can't believe it. Yep. He's got 2 sons as well. Do you know his 2 boys? This is so strange. How weird is this on YouTube? Has he got 2 boys? If you know their names, you can put them up. It'd be hilarious. Do you know his 2 boys? I'll tell you who you'll be surprised. You're going to be surprised. We're like, oh, I was literally just put. I was going to say it's the small world. This got me fascinated. Tell me, Chloe, if you know if he's got 2 boys, and if you know their names, put them up. This is fascinating me now. The world stopped. Chloe, tell me, Chloe. Yep, like the show stopped. I'm waiting for Chloe. We're still waiting, Chloe. It's all stopped. I'm waiting for Chloe. Richard, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. Friends are in it. Oh, you don't know children? We know Richard. Oh, okay. Yeah. Richard Hulse, I'll text her. That's my mum's brother. That's my uncle. He's got 2 boys, Dean and Ross. But yeah, that is crazy. Literally lives opposite the big shop there or something. That's where you go left at the like opposite Brockhurst. There's some houses and that. But wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Can't believe that. As soon as you put Richard, I was like, no. That's funny as. Right, where was I? When you said Richard, yeah, my mum's brother, that is. Small world, small world. Starmer is making my blood boil. Yeah. I'll call you I for short. Yeah. Everyone's boiling, I think. But don't say too much about your blood boiling. People are saying it's global warming. Wizard, I want to buy the painting on the wall. What, that one? It's got Mark. On the top bit there, I don't know how it had a little bit of tiny little white line on it. I don't know what it is. So I'm British but grew up in France. Oh, I bet that was nice. I can't believe it that you actually know my uncle. How crazy. You know, there's war going. Maybe some of these migrants might feel good about their country and join the services. That's what I wanted to do. Excuse me. I wanted to actually be a military policeman. But this, I only put this one in because I thought it was funny. Then we'll do some updates to what's going on in the Iran war. But Mojtaba Khamenei, the favourite to become the new supreme leader, which I believe he has, Iran, was repeatedly treated for impotency at hospital in the UK. Yep, he now has a son. Thanks to the UK, we have helped him have a son. So there's now an heir to him, and in order to carry on a barbaric Islamic regime. On Tuesday, Mojtaba, 56, was reportedly praying to be named successor to his father, Ali Khamenei, who was killed along with 48 others in America. And I just thought it was funny. He's going to be supreme leader and he's limp. It required 4 visits, including a final stay lasting 2 months, and he eventually had a son who was named Ali, after the baby's grandfather, the then supreme leader. According to US intelligence, Mojtaba married relatively late in life in 2004. That was reportedly due to an impotency problem treated and eventually resolved during 3 extended visits to the UK. Those visits were to the Wellington and Cromwell hospitals in London, according to the intelligence document. So what on earth are they doing helping him have kids? We're talking about genocidal, narcissistic, ethnic cleansing, Islamic ideology type people. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll help you have a kid. Don't dox. Yes. Right, members are flooding out of the country. Yeah. And they're probably going to come here and we're like, oh, yeah, but, you know, they're just going to lie, come in here and they're going to, like, they're crazy people. Oh, is he? Yeah. To resign would be good, Mr. Waffle. Yeah. Time out, Wiz. He's trying to dox. My bad. She didn't know the kids. That was so crazy, though. It's like friends reunited. Here it is. I come back to put my thoughts across. There you go. He'll be heading to Europe from Afghanistan. Yeah, my children might know his children. Oh, God, that's crazy, isn't it? They're quite old now. I don't know how old they'll be now. Last time I saw them was, I think it was accidentally saw them. I didn't say hi or nothing because we were further back watching Roy Chubby Brown live in Portsmouth. He's back. We don't care. Yeah. Yes, we lived at number 14. Oh. But when you're an ancient wizard, you eventually know everybody, all their ancestors. Yes, that's very true. We need to love each other. That'd be something. Why come back when no one wants you here? Attention seeking, yeah. Try and be one of us. You got to be a wizardian. I was a midwife equal witch. Well, here, as you are a wizardian, you are actually known as a wizette. I invented it. It's a female wizard, wizette. And even when Electrodoc gets me on WhatsApp and that, he's like, oh, where's Mrs. Wizette? Sometimes they show that on a satellite feed. I was telling feed in YouTube, sometimes FDA free television access. Or you get free television access. Supreme makes me think of pizza. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, meat Supreme. I'll give you 50p for it. 50p. Good luck with that. The trouble with immigrants joining the army. I'll paint you that, mate. The trouble with immigrants joining the army is their loyalties are divided. Who will be willing to trust them to have their backs when they could be working for the enemy? I know that would definitely be on my mind. Definitely. But well, that's enough about his impotency. I just it's funny, make out he's supreme leader and all that, and then now we all know that like he couldn't get it up. It's hilarious. But that's the danger. I couldn't do that. I know what you're saying, Mark. It'd be horrible. I wanted to join the marching band. Oh, I joined the military police skis, I did. They use our private boarding schools too. Bin Laden's educated here. You see what I mean? It's this country needs its head read. What's going on? Migrants will go fight for IRGC against us and then still be allowed to come back and back on benefits. Yeah, you see, that's basically it. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. I wanted Elon to send me to Mars, but he refused. It took 7 years to get to Mars. I like that painting too. Yeah, that's one of my faves. Well, my fave was the one that you bought, Phil. That's one of my faves, but it's got a little mark type thing on it. It's obviously it's not something I'd sell because they're blue. Got a mark on it, but I've got loads. I need to swap them, swap it round. I've got a few other ones, but yeah. I bet you still didn't flip flop more than Starmer. Yeah, you're probably right. Done by your bed. Oh, Electrodocs in the house at last. True. You're late, Electrodoc. Worked out that Miss Chloe Celeste here actually knows my uncle. Couldn't make it up. Could not make it up. I think I'm joining Restore Britain. Got Restore Britain, Advance UK, UKIP. Well, you got to sort the wheat from the chaff. Well said, Robert. The Wellington Hospital in St. Hospital, London, is the largest private hospital in the United Kingdom. Is it? They're obviously not short of a few quid, are they? Because I take it from everyone else. Just got in. Oh, how dare you go out? You go out and miss the whiz. That's why I do so many shows during the week, because people have lives, unlike me. So I go live Monday to Friday at 1, and then the Wednesday, Thursday at 7. So, you know, people can like catch one here, catch one there. See, that's why I do it, see? Because I know, you know. And I'm always trying to go for like an hour to an hour and a half. That seems long enough. I was going to ask you guys, what sort of length like is like, you know, to aim for like hour and a half, is that long enough, or at more an hour and a half, or would you like some shows to be 2 hours, 2.5 hours? I don't know what sort of length, sort of, you know, depending, I suppose it may depend on the topic, but what sort of time would you think, you know, sit down, watch the Wiz, you know, how long till you get completely bored of me? I think shut up. But you have to let me know in the chat. You know, put 1.5 for an hour and a half, or 2.5, 2, whatever. Let me know what how long like sort of shows we should aim to keep them going, because that'll probably help me sort out, like when I'm looking for stories and that, it'll help me think, oh, you know, I need to aim around that sort of time so I won't go silly but having about like, you know, 900 stories. So, but I've got 3, 4, 5 different ones here to go through, but they're literally all to do with the Iran war, and we just take little bits from each one, and then I'll go through the comments. Do you know what I mean? So that way it's you know, I say a bit, you hopefully say something that you didn't know, because I, you know, do me research, I'll find 5 different pages, and if you're all like, yeah, we know all that, then I'll look at an idiot when I private hospital in London. Yeah, all the money, mate. That's what it is, Slim. You love who you want, and we'll love who we want. British and proud. At least someone got it. Thank you. Oh, what did I miss something? Oh, they didn't flip flop more than phone. Yeah. Oh, I knew what you were getting, man. Oh, never be trolls. Pat the Milkman has said like and subscribe. So basically, you've got to like and subscribe. Witcher. Yeah, I look like the Witcher. Wouldn't mind being like Gerard. No, is it Geralt? Geralt. Can't remember his name now. I haven't seen it for a while. Because they got a new one, haven't they? The new geezer. But yeah, probably. I like that Wizette. You spelt it right as well. That's exactly how I spell it. Instead of ARD, it's ETTE. So wizettes. I always say wizards and wizettes. So I converted to the right. Well, you must be right then. Because they're all saying aim high, vote low. Well, amazingly not. Chirac is here with a different name. Yeah, he had a different account, didn't he? Same picture though, which I thought was good. So we knew it was him. It was funny. I thought Sorceress was a female version of a wizard. Inventing new words is cheating. But that's what I'm like, mate. I like to invent new things. I thought wizard and wizette is cool. Female wizard. It could be like a better version or a stronger version than a witch or something, make it super special. So sorcerer and sorceress. I thought that's other words for, who knows. Mumsy painted my lion avatar. Is that the truth or you lying? Did you forget that others had died for your right to vote to make a free country? There's blood spilled for your rights. That's why the migrants or immigrants won't. Well said, Robert. I was born right. Yep. I was born wrong. Good advice. I realised low is Jesus. No. No. Paul with a level 0 rage rate. Yeah. Imagine that. Yeah. Jesus is Jesus. They are only here to soak up your energy. Save it for those who care. Do you remember the UK Army ad where they had a Muslim soldier stop to pray, caused a right stink? Yeah. But I don't get that. They're doing it with the football now. They're saying, "Oh, we stop football because of Ramadan and let them do this and that." We never, ever, ever done that before. So they're pandering to the Muslims again and Islam, which is wrong. Absolutely wrong. So, oh, you had a plenty of fish date, did you? Did you go out with a halibut? Go with the flow. For hellos and tech issues, 92. Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yeah, that's what I was always thinking because, it's about a film length, isn't it? Can we debate, please? About what? Depends what's going on. If there's a lot, then I prefer a longer stream. Okay, fair. That's fair comment. Fair comment. Fair comment. Paul, did the conversation to reform hurt? The conversion conversation. Wiz can't read. Paul, you should go up and debate the Wiz. You'll have you on. 40.20 seconds. Short. Yep, Paul, you wanted to debate last night, then ran away. Yeah, you could have called in. You can call in tonight, 7 o'clock, have your say, whatever you want to say, and we can debate. 7 p.m. Depends on my commitments. Got to go to the Clenny shortly. You should base the showtime on your audience on any given day. Yeah, I suppose, more viewers do it for longer, innit? I was insulted. I was ganged up on. Oh, come on. You're a man. You'll be all right. What do you want to debate him on, Paul? Yeah, he proved himself. No offence intended. I want to debate white supremacy. Ku Klux Klan's gone. At least you don't have an explosive personality. Wiz, please have him on. Yep, 7 p.m. Call in. Probably best to find a chat that doesn't also have black people in it as well, then. Jokes are free. I like love. The Iranian regime has been smashed in big time. Uncle Sam has shown them their superiority. Yep. Yeah, world peace. Imagine that. We're still arguing there are no black people allowed at all. You need a channel full of white supremacists, Paul. Wrong channel. Go on the show. We want to hear your intellectual conversation with Wiz. Still have him on. This will be hilarious. You should go on the show just so he can also kickstart his own channel. Yep. I'm here to contribute. Well, contribute then. Paul, there's no white supremacy in here to debate that. I know. Watcher. Mo's in the house. I like a nice bit of halibut. Delicate and moist. Go on the show and hopefully start your channel after it as well. Yeah. I know what you're saying, Mark. I just can't read. Sorry. Sharp Scotland forever. Lovely. That's smell like grandma. Look like my cousin and the age of my mum. Yeah, call tonight, 7 o'clock. Yeah, we can say whatever you want to say as long as it makes sense and it's debatable, or you might want to say whatever and whatever. So it's all good. Yeah, do that. Ancient joke. We still have a huge chance of winning a general election over advance. Nobody talking about advance. I can't see advance going anywhere. It's getting that way, mate. I mean, it's bugging me. It is like it's the truth. Truth hurts, as they say. I really thought advance could do something. But the fact you say like nobody is talking about advance, that's the biggest problem. And it's not getting the shares and the social media presence and that. It's just it's bugging. It's buzzing. www.wizwazwangs Wizards of Ground Wizard Wizwazwangs. I can't say that. Oh my word. That's good though, Pat. I like it. I like the way you're thinking. You might be okay, Paul. Yep. Oh, Phil's at it again. Look, ladies and gents. Thank you very much, Phil. 5 more. Let me bring it up so I can see who's got them. 5 more gifted memberships. How generous is Phil? I pressed the wrong button there, guys. You know what I'm like. It's live, isn't it? I was nervous. Let's see who got them. Jason the Place. That was a good one. John Mack. Leslie Boschel. Brittany. And that's it. Yes. John, Jace. The real Bobby girl. Oh, she'll be happy because she's normally here. We normally see her 2-3 times a week, so that's a good one. Leslie Boschel and Brittany, they do get notified, so when they see that, then they come here. So it's a good thing. So it's good that things happen. So yes, brilliant. Thank you very much, Phil. Appreciate it, mate. As always, your generosity is outstanding. To be fair, you have my respect. Paul, I'd happy debate you on Islam since to think it's so good. Yeah, I mean, Drew, you can call in tonight as well. So can Pat, and then we can all come out, and then Paul can phone in, and then we can talk about something. And yeah, I'm taking over the chat. Paul's taking over the chat. You're so right. I can't figure out that out. Even they're just. Oh, I got the views is 666. I don't want to look at that. Better delete that bit. But apparently, ladies and gents, Spain is to join France, Italy, and the Netherlands in sending its navy to protect Cyprus, including a British military base, in the latest humiliation for Keir Starmer and the Royal Navy. Yep, to protect Cyprus. Yep, Spain, France, Italy, and Netherlands, but not the UK. I'm shadow banned from winning memberships. I think you're a member anyway, aren't you? Restore are the way forward. You might as well admit it. Do you not, Slim? You're probably right. People getting tired of it, like this fraud. Oh, Helen's in the house. Helen! Oh, I saw you on the best thing this morning. I think you were on. I wasn't there for long because they were talking about chopping up certain ingredients that they grow themselves and that. But I just popped in to see what's going on because I was actually doing my research and it popped up. I thought, oh, I wonder what they're talking about. And then your name come up. So, how are you, Helen? Hope you're well. Good afternoon on this lovely Thursday. Hope you're feeling good. I've been talking absolute rubbish, just verbal diarrhea. We discussed a few things. Now we're just going to go through a few points about what's going on with Iran. I still haven't figured out how to allow gifts to get one. You don't. It just happens, mate. It literally just gives it. So there's nothing you can do. As long as you've got it on that you can accept a gift in the back end, which normally I think it is by default. So, hi guys. It says Grace. Gracie is in the house. Phil saying hello to Helen and Grace. Love. It costs money like that. Bless you. Nice, Phil. Yep. He's very generous on the gifting of the memberships. I mean, he's done quite a few, I think. Quite a few. So yeah. Love and respect goes to Phil. No one messes with my Phil. The thing is, I'm British and but I grew up in a multicultural area all my life. I love my community and have great Muslim friends. Nothing wrong with that, mate. I got a Muslim neighbour. Nothing wrong with that. Nice as pie is, and his missus. And they both work, funny enough. They both work. So, no issue with that whatsoever. And they're not trying to do this, that, and everything else. Happy Sound Whiz. Hey, Phil. Hey, Helen. So many people in chat and nobody's clicking like. Click it now. Yeah, give me all those thumbs up. I need all the thumbs up I can get. My friend is my enemy. Oh, you're always saying hello. 12 likes. Refresh the page. I've done that on someone's and they had like 50. I refreshed it. They had 600 and something. I was like, whoa. So it didn't catch up. So that's when people gob off when they don't know what Muslims are really like. Well, we do. They do, mate. We don't just see like immigrant. You know what I mean? They're not all the same. But it seems a bit weird that they don't want to denounce Islam, knowing what's going on and the ideology of it. I mean, you obviously haven't read the Quran or the Hadiths. But did you look up Sahih al-Bukhari 5134 to see what Muhammad done with a 6-year-old and when she was 9? I mean, there's nothing right about it. I have no friends, any people that want something from me. Yeah, that's basically it. A friend is just someone who hasn't got what they want from you yet. I just the immigrant. I literally just said that the other day's the immigrant. Someone's an absolute joke. But I know it's embarrassing. I live in Winsbury. Every town around me has Muslims. I went to school with a lot of them. I do know what Muslims are like. That's a little bit disappointing. Same brush, different colour, same picture. I'm still supporting, going to do what I can to support Advance. Yeah, I'm a member. I'm a member, Helen. I'm a member of Advance. So, I'll still stand with Advance at the moment. So, imagine Restore refused registration or something. But yes, by the election, I might vote Restore. Yeah, I think it's going to come to tactical voting. But, there's nothing wrong with supporting Advance, being a member of Advance. But when it comes to the actual voting, yeah, you might be right that this got to be a little bit more tactical, isn't it? It's a shame, but I mean, what would happen if Restore was refused registration? Would they then all look at Advance, but then maybe not because they moan about Ben Habib's surname and stuff, which is, I think, it's just pathetic. It's all good. Hope you're good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just doing the verbal diarrhea that I say before my wife says it. Paul, where are you from? Go to Rotherham, Rochdale, Telford, etc. when they're graping our children and torturing them. And Luton. Was I don't know where or how to check to see if I accept gifts that my ancient broomstick is blocking me. I don't know. It is in the back. I'm trying to think where. But it should be on anyway. Did you not receive a gift last time? I swear you were a member at one point, so it must be on. Yes, embarrassing for the UK, TTC. Embarrassing. The Tories retired or sold off a vast number of our ships, all in perfect working order. 2 huge aircraft carriers made in Korea have never been right. An island nation. I know it's embarrassing. People are just like, oh. Have you guys investigation immigration fraud over the UK to see what other countries you guys are supporting that you don't know about? I'm not racist because I know I'm Muslim. Oh. Tories know about both at fault for selling off military. Yeah, they're bad as each other. Agreed. And the problem is that's really what advanced supporters want. Islam wants to destroy everything. Yep. Were your Muslim friends plus your dog or stand in the smoke or a pork barbecue? 100%. That's what I've been saying all along. It weirdly, people saying Advance should close down. No, I think they're valid. I don't think they will close down. People say, "Oh, they're all done and dusted," and I say to people, "It's like you might be right," but I mean, in my head, I'm like, it's going to keep going on. Surely they're not going to fold. They're taking puberty blockers to transition. Christ is king. Yeah, well said, Phil. Well said, Phil. Mr. Wasile. What's what they want? Mark, you have to go to YouTube settings on your account and click tab to accept gifts. Oh, there you go. Close on it. I don't want to do it in case I end up wiping Windows and. Oh. But yeah, YouTube sessions on your account and click tab to accept gifts. So make sure. But I swear you received one last time. Greece, it doesn't make any sense. No. Okay, I'll give you a quiz for it. Once Restore Britain becomes an established party, they will definitely get my vote. I bet a lot of people think that, like, because I've always said, like, it's not actually an official party per se at the moment. But then Rupert Lowe did say about this war, like, not getting involved. But I don't know if he means, like, you know, like being with America and Israel, like, which people are like, well, we don't need to because America and Israel and all other countries are doing what they do. But when one of our bases or anything like that is British gets hit by a drone or something, then yes, we've got to retaliate to that. We need a backbone to show, like, hang on, you done that, right? Boo, should we do that? But we don't have to be full out offensive like America and Israel, do we? So why haven't all Muslims stood up against the Great Gang? Exactly, that's the problem, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. It's just strange. I mean, you'd be walking away from that, saying I'm not having anything to do with that. One won't win one seat in general election. Yeah, it's a shame because that Nick Buckley, I thought he really could have done. I like Ben Habib, but Rupert seems to be more vigorous and able character. I think maybe that's why Ben Habib wanted Rupert Lowe, mate, to be honest. Quran, there you go, and there's more. We know what Islam and Muslims are like. Yep, go and read them. How many cases of domestic violence occurred in those areas over that period? I have no idea what it's got to do with it. Mr. Waffle, maybe not, but none of us know what's going to happen in the next few years. To be fair, my husband and love my dogs. Yep, they're probably not all the same. I love smoking barbecues. You're interested about that, so you've got no real argument to support. What? You're interested about that, so you've got no real argument to support. Oh, there you go. So if you're interested in something, you don't have a real argument. What? It's not making sense, Paul. Unless I'm missing on whatever, but sorry. Helen, emotionally invested advanced supporters want Restore to be refused registration, so think all Restore members will go to advance. I reckon some do, but I mean, that's what I just said. Do you think some would? But I don't think they would because of Ben Habib's surname and the fact that he's like 50% Pakistani. That will stop a lot, I reckon, which is a shame. But yeah, I can see what you're saying. They probably think, yeah, if that's done, they go to there and that help boost the party. And it's probably a valid shout, to be fair. I bet some will, because they'll be politically homeless if Restore's refused. But maybe it might be a case that then they will reapply and people will stay where they are and they won't go to advance. They'll stay with Restore and say, no, we're reapplying. It's going to happen next time. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I see what you're saying. That's realistic. Well said, Mr. Waffle. All friends have boundaries, but only some want to take over your neighborhood. Yep, that's it, isn't it? But Madrid said the frigate Cristobal Colon would join a growing international armada in the Eastern Mediterranean to offer protection and aerial defense and support any evacuation of civilians from the island. There, well, you know, and we got a ship that's going to not go till next week and then take another week to get there. So we're going to turn up 2 weeks late. I mean, what? It comes after RAF Akrotiri. I hope I said that. Akrotiri was hit by an Iranian drone fired from Lebanon on Sunday, raising major concerns about the standard of local air defences. Officials said the damage was minor, but last night it was revealed the drone hit a hangar used by the US for U-2 spy planes flying high-altitude reconnaissance missions. After France agreed to send frigates to protect the island, Kier on Tuesday ordered Type 45 air defence destroyer HMS Dragon to sail to the region. Which what? Oh, it's here. But it will not be ready to set sail from Portsmouth until next week, having been disarmed for planned maintenance and could take a further week to get there. I mean, what's the point? Come on, Starmer, what's the point? After the Spanish announcement, Italian Defence Minister Guido Grossetto told the Rome Parliament that Italy would send naval assets to protect its fellow EU member in the coming days. It will heap further criticism on Keir Starmer over his response to the expanding military confrontation in the Middle East. Just blooming embarrassing. Just embarrassing, isn't it? But Ayatollah calls for Trump's blood as Iran warns US will bitterly regret torpedoing warship. I read this headline. The reason I chose it, I thought, no, Trump won't. US will bitterly regret. No, they won't. So, turn a blind eye because it does not involve immigrants. Well, I've lost track of what you're on about. Slimming, how much of that is because Rupert is Parliament and the people around him compared to Ben and the fact that people don't like Ben's surname? See, Helen, yes, exactly. Why don't white people stand up to... They do, mate. But like I said to you yesterday, though, like, you know, in this country, domestic violence is a criminal offence. In Islam, it's not. You can beat your wife. It's not a problem. You're not getting it. So white people do stand up to domestic violence, and it's actually against the law. So they stood up, made it law. Do not hit a woman. Like, if a man needs to hit a woman, the man's got issues. Serious issues. Might have a little wiener. But white people, to say, why don't white people stand up to domestic violence? So all the people that are in the chat then that are white is saying they don't stand up to domestic violence. That's just ridiculous. And including me, I do. So what you on about? But like I said, in this country, it's illegal. In an Islamic country, it's not illegal. You can do it what you like. It says, like, try not to, like, break her skin or cause, like, you know, obvious signs of being beaten, but make sure, you know, you give her a good slapping if she says no to any hanky panky or something. Do you know what I mean? So women are only worth half of what a man is in Islam. So that statement there is just ridiculous. And now that I put it up on screen and that, and everyone's seen it, they're probably all in chat going, "Are you for real?" That said, if you don't like my dogs, we are not friends. Yeah, you got to like dogs, haven't you? I want a little black chihuahua called Merlin, I do. I have to wait for Phil to do a few more donations on the old super chats. But then I can't really because, or memberships, I meant to say. But I can't really because that's not channel related, is it? I don't spend anything that comes in on this channel is for this channel. I'm hoping to do some other stuff and whatnot, but you know, so I can't go spending that on a... My missus said about a dog the other day, and I was ribbing an R in. Little chihuahua. I want a black one. It's got to be black. Little black chihuahua, little boy, and called it Merlin. And then people are like, "Oh my god, that bloke looks like Gandalf." And is he calling his dog Merlin? I think it'd be so cool. It'd be magical, ladies and gents. Magical, even at my age. Yeah, I need to grow up, I know. But dogs are cute. We are defending our bases. Yeah, we're a bit slow to do so, though, aren't we? But white women are being brutalised in their home. That's quite a blanket statement, are they? What, all white women are? Paul, what planet are you on? There's some women are in abusive relationships, but it is Muslim women, Muslimah, who are actually being brutalised in their home, literally. But domestic violence is just evil. It's a serious issue. But in Islam, it's legal. You're not getting it. Time is the most valuable resource we have. Don't waste it on fools. Yep, the greatest gift you can have is life. And then Islam says, we welcome death more than life. What? God gave you the gift of life, mate. The gift of life. I mean, how precious is that? Yeah, we welcome death more than life. Okay, Islam. Definitely satanic. It's because they can't, because of Islam. Of course, we stand up to violence. Gonk Womble, exactly. Wiz, remember that Gordon Denton has been a lefty area for decades. Yeah, 100 years or so, they said, wasn't it? All Labour. And then Greens come in and do their little twist on the Urdu advertising this and that and take it. It's crazy. How many mosques does each town need? None. No, you don't. There are no inquiry. I ain't got a clue what you're on about there, mate. Sorry. Hundreds of thousands of Muslims knew the great gangs and not one reported them to police. Nope. That's very true. They are all mostly a non-Brit. Yep. What's normalised? In Islam it is, yes, but not in England. I know, Pat. Muslims, where you think they're good or bad people, will always back Islam. That's why they are dangerous and didn't stand up against the great gangs. Well said. Who? Well, that's not what I meant. Like I say, I meant vote restore. I want whatever is best for the country, but I think having opinions is sensible. Yes. That's what it comes down. I think I said that in a video as well. Like, to bring unity, and that is whatever best for the country, regardless of what we may think. I'll probably be the same as you, Helen. Like, I'm all in for advance, but I might have to put my vote elsewhere because I know, or we know, like when it comes to vote, that advance, if it's still like it is now, they ain't got a hope in hell. So it's a waste of a vote. It really is, which is a shame to say. But we can't afford to let Greens get in because Reform, don't forget, we're at 23%. Reform 23%. I think Greens were at 21%. Labour and Conservatives was 16%, was it? So, Greens in second place, right behind Reform by only 2%. That's dangerous. We can't afford Greens to get in. I think the vote for Gorton and Denton, unless I misunderstood, 40% of these hotel prisoners are domestic abusers. I'll tell you what, 99.64327% of people make up statistics. That's a made up statistic. Look, 40% of these hotel prisoners are domestic abusers. 40% of them, right? Go to the next one, divide up 40%, and tell me how many are actual domestic abuse. Wow, that's bad. You don't get it. In Islam, it's not illegal. I mean, they say you can marry 15-year-olds and 12-year-olds and 6-year-olds. But in this country, it is illegal. That's the difference. We live in a country where it's illegal. Why would you ever raise your hand to a female? Ever. It's disgusting. And now you want a blanket statement that 40% of hotel protesters are domestic abusers. Mate, don't ever go to one of those protesters. You'll be on your ass within 2 seconds. What a ridiculous statement. You can't say things like that. That is just like you just pulled out your backside. That's just a complete and utter fabrication of statistics. Wow. I don't know. People in the chat will see that and say whatever. What do you think, guys? I'm trying to catch up. I need to... I'm supposed to read this as well. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. The protection from Paul is wild too. You're describing Muslims perfectly. Exactly. The top Iranian cleric has called for the shredding of Trump's blood as the country's leadership warned that the US will bitterly regret torpedoing an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean. I bet the US won't. The US Navy sank an Iranian warship on Tuesday night in the Indian Ocean, killing at least 87 Iranian sailors, which Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi decried as an atrocity at sea. It's a shame for those lives of the Iranian soldiers, but depending on their ideology, do you know what I mean? If they're just there, like, I want to be a part of the Iranian military, do you know what I mean? I don't like any type of death of anyone, but I mean, if they're there thinking this and that, then, it's not an issue. But if they're just like people, you've got families and, they just want to be a part of the military, etc. And, like, what we have with in our Navy, men and women that are families, married, kids. Do you know what I mean? It's a shame that what they're standing for is just so bad, i.e. the supreme leader in Iran and the Islamic regime. It's a shame. It's a shame that anyone's got to die. I think it was 6 Americans I've heard so far. It was 4, then went to 6. I was like, what? Frigate Dina, a guest of Indian's Navy carrying almost 130 sailors, was struck in international waters without warning, he wrote on social media. Mark my words, the US will come to bitterly regret the president it has set. No, it won't. Ayatollah Abdullah Javidi Amoli, in one of the few clerical statements so far from Iran, said the country was on the verge of a great test and called on state television for the shredding of Zionist blood, the shedding of Trump's blood. Zionist. See, got to get the Jews in. It's crazy. I don't get it. Fight the oppressive America. His blood is on my shoulders, he said in a rare call for violence from the Ayatollah, one of the highest ranks within the clergy of Shiite Islam. It's funny how you can't say that out loud in Shiite. The US and Israel launched a war on Saturday, targeting Iran's leadership, missile arsenal, and nuclear program, while suggesting that toppling the government is a goal. Toppling the government. But the exact aims and time have repeatedly shifted, signaling an open-ended conflict. The US Navy sank an Iranian warship on Tuesday night. Oh, that's it. What a shot that was. Look at that. It's like coming out of the water. We don't need inquiry groups. Neighbours and friends won't stand for domestic violence. A certain demographic actually supports domestic violence. Yes, it does. Agreed. I don't know how you'll do it, but yeah, you guys need to get together and get the Starmer guy out. Yeah, he's ruining the UK and everybody knows it's sadness. Yeah, I know. It is, Robert. It is. It's mostly non-Brit. I think it might be the Gorton and Denton thing. People that voted. In this country, domestic violence is a criminal offence. In Islam, beating of a wife is acceptable and written in the Quran. Exactly. Facts. Thumbs up. I mean, they are immigrants born in other lands. This is about the court that... Start again. This is about that they're courted in Urdu. It's not representative of the whole country. And that means you're emotionally invested, like some people, like Richard Inman. Are you talking about the Greens? I'm confused. Me too. I'm sure some women here have been victim of domestic violence. Oh my God. You are literally like talking to a 6-year-old. What have I said? What's everyone saying in there? I'm sure some women have been victim of domestic violence. We know that. But in this country, it's illegal. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen, but it's illegal. But in Islamic countries, it's standard. It's written about. You can do what you like. Women is only worth half that of a man. I don't know what... If you're going to keep putting up silly posts, I will ignore them and just jump to the next one. But this is just ridiculous. I'm sure some women have been victims of domestic violence. It's like you're trying to defend the Muslims for literally wanting to beat up their missus. That's what I think so, Helen. Gorton and Denton, I think so. As for Ben's appeal, I know not about the reason. Others don't want to vote for his party. They might feel he's a little wishy-washy. You're a clown. Like, you should never hit a woman. What if a woman came at you with a weapon? Well, unlike you, I'm trained in a different way, mate. So I could probably do whatever with regards to a weapon. Do you know what I mean? Without blowing my own trumpet. But I could probably take them down accordingly, which I have done even as a doorman. I've had to take women down and they've been nightmares. But it's not being a clown saying you should never hit women, is it? As a rule, you should never hit women. And then you're going to have some circumstances where, like you're saying, like, you know, comes at you with a weapon. If it's a gun, you ain't got a hope in hell, just shoot you, won't she? But if someone comes running at you with a knife, I mean, I'm trained to sort of like react, defend, disarm, and then neutralize accordingly. But yeah, you know, we're talking about, like, you know, he actually specifically said domestic violence. So a man doesn't, from men, not from women, from men's side. He's talking about men abusing women. He's not said anything about women abusing men. That's different. Then obviously a man can defend himself. And there's that thing on Netflix, wasn't it, with that woman abusing that man? It's bloody awful. But he's specifically talking about men hitting women and men domestic violence, male domestic violence. So that's what I was saying. Like, you just don't hit a woman full stop in that. There's no reason to. But now you twisted it and said, oh, yeah, but if a woman comes at you, clown, well, you're going to talk like that, then I'll just ignore your posts. How am I a clown? I'm a wizard. Mr. Waffle, there's stuff going on in the background with a lot of history. That Richard has been involved in stuff many don't know about. That's why he's wound up. Yeah, he wears his heart on his sleeve. I mean, I'm hoping to get Richard Inman on here I've asked Paul Thorpe to give him my number and that. So it'd be nice to get Richard on here because then he can defend himself. Do you know what I mean? I bet he said some stuff or whatever that probably you won't regret it. It'd probably just be more like, maybe I shouldn't have said it in that way, like with the anger side of it. Maybe you should have been more chilled out and thought about it. But then there's nothing wrong with being angry and expressing it. I mean, blimey heck. Well, I don't think you understand. Police and government know about the grape gangs and turn a blind eye over being a racist. White perpetrators don't get away with it. Exactly. There's that thing because they get, Islamophobic. Yes, Islamo left communities that have no interest in the environment. Trying to talk about the war, and this bloke's talking about, he's a clown, isn't he? Got a proper dog. Beacon barbecue. But nobody is defending Dover. Yeah. You right there, Monty? Richard dedicates so much time, money, and effort to try and help this country. I won't have a bad word said about him. Richard, you mean Rupert? Phil. Richard. Oh, I missed. I'm probably because was talking about the war. I'm in and out. That's different. Abuse of women is normal in some countries, but considered unacceptable here. Yes. Nelly. So good they named her 3 times. Pete Hegseth coming out with a press conference to America counter cartel conference on bombing Columbia cartel's live feed. 90% of statistic, 100% fabricated 80% of the time. Oh, Slim, you funny. You funny, Slim. Slim is funny. Look at that boat going up. That is not a good look if you're on that boat. It's like, ooh. Today, Israel announced multiple incoming missile attacks and air sirens surrounded in Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Iranian state television said additional strikes also targeted US bases. Excuse me. The Israeli military said it launched targeted attacks in Lebanon at the Iranian-backed Hezbollah militant group and a large-scale wave of strikes against infrastructure in Iran's capital without elaborating. Because Lebanon shares the border with Israel, does it not? On the northeast, on the east. Is it? Is Lebanon on the east? It's because it's literally right above to the right of Israel. Is that right? Oh, I got my countries wrong. Way to make yourself look stupid, whiz. I don't know. You'll have to correct me. You'll have to correct me. Explosions were heard in multiple locations in Tehran a short time later. The war has so far killed more than 1,000 people in Iran, more than 70 in Lebanon, and around a dozen in Israel, according to officials in those countries. See, war's just not a pretty thing, is it? But is this not free speech now? I don't just like Richard. Oh, yeah, when you're saying about Richard, you meant Richard Inman, didn't you? But he doesn't see the bigger picture and attacks restore at every chance. But I think that's just to do he is Mr. Waffle. Like, Richard's in his way, set in his way, and thinks what he thinks and says what he says. I mean, who are we, if that's what he thinks or feels, who are we to say he's wrong, That's his opinion, that's his view. Happy days. Like I say, I'm hoping to get him on here. It'd be interesting to actually have a chat. So, police figures, what are you doing? One, we're talking about the Iran war. And two, you're absolutely fascinating. You can talk about this tonight. You can talk about whatever you like tonight at 7. But what's that got to do with the UK? Look, police figures. He's literally just backed up what he said, that it's illegal. They're police figures. So crimes have been committed. So what? But in an Islamic country, it won't be reported because it's not illegal. Domestic violence is the norm. They can beat their wife. I mean, how many more times? You can keep putting up stupid posts like this. It's not going to change the fact that you literally put police figures. So it's illegal then, isn't it? They've actually recorded 818,000 domestic violence. Where am I going with this? What are you trying to say? It'd be interesting to know how many of them are being Muslim. But this country, it's illegal. Hence, you got police figures. Now do it in an Islamic country. 87% of the time, statistics made up on the spot work 100% of the time. Even if she stabs you, you have to stay calm and carry on. Yeah, true story. Where the hell did you get that date? Drop the link or tell me where you looked, because I'm calling BS unless you're talking about Antifa. Over 2 million people affected by the measure on 25. Google it if you don't. But what's that got to do with it? We're not talking about the figures. We're talking about the fact that Islam allows it. It's not illegal in Islamic countries. If you actually left a bruise, the woman has to prove it in a court, but she's not allowed to show skin. So how can she show a bruise if she's not allowed to lift her sleeve up? See, you get away with it. And a man will get maximum sentence 15 days. But more than likely they get what's it they said they get talking to. It's ridiculous. But you can get your woman banged up because you say to her, "Oh, you got to come home," and she's at her dad's. If she says no, she can be arrested and banged up. But you're saying like domestic abuse, this, that, and everything else for this country. Good for you. Do all the figures you like. It doesn't change the fact it is illegal in this country. Where Islam, it clearly states in their religious text that you can strike your wife. That's what we're saying. Called war words because people don't want to have peace. Yep, I know what you're saying, Robert. Mr. Wall, have you ever considered that after years of background involvement in the movement, Richard can see more of the bigger picture than the average person? That's one thing. I mean, he's been doing it for years, hasn't he? But he's quite intelligent. But friendly wise hit more of the American forces than the Iranians did. Yeah. They're still going on about, look, Google domestic violence reported to police. Reported to police. There you go. No, it's not ignored, is it? It's not ignored. People are fully aware of domestic abuse. But what we're saying in Islam, it is ignored. So your argument needs to be reversed because in the world of Islam, it's ignored. It's like norm, whatever. So you can say all you like about this country and domestic abuse. That's what we weren't saying. What we were saying was it's allowed in Islam. It's illegal in this country. And you're literally going, oh, here's police figures. Well, there you go then. It proves it's illegal, isn't it? Well, that's fair enough. I agree somewhat, but I believe he knows what he's talking about. He was right about reform. Yes, he was. What does that have to do with hotel prices, Paul? Drew. Oh, don't get personal because you'll get deleted. Now, Google domestic violence in the UK by ethnicity. Yeah. Prove your data. So that ignore majority, but you're missing the point that it's illegal in this country and it's not illegal in Islamic countries. That's what I keep saying. How many more times? They've got a better picture of that ship standing straight up going down, have they? That's not good look, is it? No, he's not listening. He's in his own little bubble and he's just typing rubbish. Done a speech just now, all for Jews and Muslims and not one mention of Christians. Wow. Is that right? Oh, COVID zombie. That's a good name. COVID-19 zombie. Welcome. That sums up Starmer. Mr. Waffle, I agree, says Carol. But too stupid to realize how stupid you are. That's a good one, Drew. Yeah. Look, it's Carol. I know she just popped in that. It's not ignoring the majority. When you Google by ethnicity, you see a large number. That is by people of different culture because most English, at least, won't hit women. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not about, you're talking about stuff that's irrelevant. You said whatever about domestic violence. I said, but it's illegal in England, but you're allowed to do it in the world of Islam because it's written in their religious text. You can strike your woman. Now, look that up and prove me wrong. Other than that, anything else you said is just pointless. Literally pointless. I said it's legal in this country. I didn't refuse to accept the fact that it does happen. Domestic violence is real. And it is a problem. But as a rule, we are taught that it is wrong. In Islam, it's not. So it's not going up. It's people responding to what you say. If other people have a different opinion, they are allowed to say it. Yeah. No, how am I supposed to be impartial when it comes to this? I've told you, the fact is, it's illegal in this country. It's not illegal in an Islamic regime. So there you go. Do you know what I mean? Now you're a victim, Paul. Grow up, cupcake. Yeah, this isn't the BBC. Nobody here agrees to stand up to domestic. See what I mean? Like, what an absolute prat. Oh, I'll get the mods to time you out so you can come back later. It's absolutely true that men are also victims of domestic abuse. Yes, because of the culture of being a man, men don't report as much. However, there are helplines and reporting tools online to help them. Yep. Yes, that series or episodes of what was on Netflix, that bloke, oh, it's awful. Dressing a woman in a bin bag is oppressive. You gonk womble. The evidence stares you in the eyes in every marketplace. Do not understand English. We're all gang together to deflect it to Muslim gangs. Oh my God! Stop defending Muslims, will you? Blimey, heck. They think it's okay to beat your wife. Richard has admitted his wording wasn't the best. Yes, he did. What? Because I know facts. You're an idiot, mate. I'll ban you myself in a minute, I think, before anyone else does. How will he ever recover? I don't get how some people think. Richard Inman, Diamond Bloke. Yep, heartless leave. Like Paul Thorpe. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. I think I will go and eat worms. Hey, did you know there's only one DV refuge for men in the whole country, whereas every area has at least one? Bloody hell, I never knew that. Worms. How do you know people in here haven't been a victim of DV? Think before you speak. Slim, you're not funny. Go man, Andrew Tate. Yeah. I'm a drug alcohol addiction specialist and mental health advocate. We do care. Yeah, I think he's trying to. I don't know what side of his argument. I think he's trying to defend the fact that Muslim men have no respect for women. They got no issue beating them, and he's trying to defend it. You ain't got honour killings. Do you know who kills their own daughter just because they're with someone in a relationship and you don't like it? Who does that? I mean, blimey heck. What, do a poll? Is Paulad an absolute cockwomble? Defence budget, 1.1 trillion. Ooh. Oh, but they're not spending any money, Robert, on domestic violence for Paul. Oh. Don't really understand it. Do you have been in it? Bunker busts have done a great job of disabling the Iranian military. Yep. Trump has built a new Navy new ships have been a long time, 40 years. When was the last time the UK was building new ships? Yeah, well, that HMS Dragon being all done up and that, I mean, it takes us years, doesn't it? Everyone has allowed their opinion as long as I understand mine is the correct one. I know this because I identify as correct, always right. Mark has spoken. Very true. I don't even think the police record the ethnicity of the domestic violence perpetrated because the cover-ups they're doing. That's probably true as well, Electrodoc. There are refugees for all different genres of domestic abuse. There are safe houses, though not publicly advertised to protect the victims. Yeah, because they'd just go there, won't they? Drill, baby, drill. So look, identify as a lamppost. Now I've seen the light. Slam is lamb. All classes British. Get your head out, yeah, bum, and catch up. I need to... just go for it. I need to catch up, so I'm flying randomly. What say your kick off about Muslim rape gangs but ignore domestic violence committed mostly by white men? Am I wrong? Yes, you are wrong. You're wrong. Everything about you is wrong. It's literally like domestic violence committed mostly by white men in a white country. Hello? Yeah. Did your mum not let you suck on her boobie when you were young or something? Or is your mum your sister? I mean, what's going on, mate? Your IQ, it's through the floor. Ignore domestic violence committed most by, well, one, we don't ignore domestic violence, it's very real. Committed mostly by white men. We're talking about in this country now. If you look, like I think Mark said, per capita or whatever, you actually look up the statistics of like people that are not British or English, I should say, and then work it out from there. So yeah, we got a right to kick off about Muslim grape gangs because that's all they know. They literally have no respect for women whatsoever, and they can beat their women. Oh, but you ignore domestic violence committed mostly by white men. Are you talking about specifically white men who think it's right to actually abuse their wives or girlfriends? Then they're going to be white because that's what we're looking at, the white people that are doing it. But you just don't understand, like, the country we live in. I'm not even explaining that. Was stating statistics about the domestic violence in a country where it is illegal, knowing that a culture that allows it is not going to report it or obfuscate the facts. Yes. Paul just read the Quran Hadith, then get back to us, like I said. Yeah, but he won't know because he's just going to keep going on about stupid things. Look, he comes up with, like, go read the Bible. I mean, the bloke's an absolute backward. If moderators want to time him out, then crack on because he's doing my head in. He can come back tonight. The US kicking off a big campaign in Southern America, drug cartels, corruption. Paul, just read the Quran. Oh, I've done that. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Go read the Bible. Like, it's right here. Look, I've got the Quran here. The Bible here. But he's trying to tell us we have to go read the Bible, but he's not under any circumstance going to read any hadiths or the Quran because Paul knows, Paul's spoken, and his actual argument is circular. There's no end to it. It's just ridiculous. And then he moved the goalposts. You're like, what? The Bible isn't the problem. I've read it. Yeah, exactly. You haven't put up with Paul yet. Give her one in the chat for authority. Not entertaining, Phil. Paul, I can't advise you to beat your wife. Do you agree with this or do you think it's wrong? Don't avoid the question. There you go. Answer that. So why do most of the mugshots look non-white, you complete melt? Spot on. I very much doubt you've ever read a book. Just stop. Just ignore this with feeling canoe. Yeah, I'm going to sort of jump over his thingies. The Monroe Homeland Hemisphere Defense rooted in unique heritage. Oh, the one to begun. Where were we? With the war, it's disrupted the supply of the world's oil and gas, snarled international shipping, and stranded hundreds of thousands of travelers in the Middle East. A drone crashed on Thursday near the airport in Nakhchivan, an Azerbaijan enclave that borders the north of Iran and is separated from the rest of the country by Armenia. Another drone fell near a school and 2 civilians were injured, Azerbaijan's foreign ministry said. I have seen they're trying to say, like, America and that bombed a school and that, and it was actually like the RGC. It was their missile that actually hit it. So they're trying to blame that on Americans and everyone. Qatar evacuated residents near the US Embassy in Doha as a temporary precaution, and fighter jets could be heard overhead early in the United Arab Emirates city of Dubai. Saudi Arabia said it destroyed a drone in its province bordering Jordan, and a new attack off the coast of Kuwait appeared to expand the area where commercial shipping was in danger. So, right, let's have a look at what's coming in like live. Because what's time now? It's full of it, isn't he? That's funny. Risk of escalation. Starmer calls for de-escalation. Starmer is asked if Trump has given him any insight into the next phase of his campaign. The PM says risk of escalation is a concern for everybody, which is why the UK is clear de-escalation needs to happen. All of my team are having discussions all the time with the Americans. Is that what we can do? Talk. Someone's asked whether he has ruined the so-called special relationship with the US after someone was no Winston Churchill. Yeah, because he got it right there, didn't he? The man's an idiot. Someone says UK sending 4 fighter jets to Qatar and confirms first repatriation flight has taken off. But UK sending more jets. We've just heard from the UK Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, who said the UK is sending more jets to the Middle East and that the conflict will continue for some time. Here's what else we heard during the Downing Street news conference. Starmer confirms he chaired another meeting of the government's emergency committee, COBRA, Thursday morning, this morning. The UK is sending 4 additional Typhoon jets to Qatar, he says, reiterating that the UK has allowed the US to use British bases for defensive operations. Around 4,000 people arrived back in the UK on commercial flights, as he warns the official... Oh, that jumped then, didn't it? As he warns the effort to repatriate people is not going to happen overnight. He confirms the first government-chartered repatriation flight from Oman has now taken off. He tells reporters... Why does it keep jumping? These blooming live feeds. Where was I? What's that done? I was reading that. He tells reporters that ministers will work with industries that could be affected. It's trying to... UK sends more jets. That's what we just read, wasn't it? So why is it trying to like... So yeah. But Starmer makes us look stupid, doesn't he? I don't know. Is that the updated version? Let's just refresh it to see. I don't know where that was going. EU Gulf states urge Iran to end attacks. EU and Gulf ministers called following crisis talks Thursday for Iran to immediately end its indiscriminate attacks against Gulf countries, warning the strikes threatened international security. UK embassy says temporarily withdrawing some staff from Bahrain. 20,000 seafarers, 15,000 passengers stuck in the Gulf. Blimey, it's all going off, isn't it? Is that actually about the actual war itself, though, is it? Trying to avoid certain... Blocking is wrong. That's what I was trying to say. British and proud, basically, but then he started coming out with this, that, and everything else. And it was getting circular, the whole argument. Oh yeah, but figures here. Oh yeah, but figures there. But then he says police figures, which basically prove it's illegal. No, it wasn't that for it. It's the fact that I gave him the answer, like a proper answer, but then he just kept going, and his whole argument was circular. It was literally ridiculous. And every time I was going through, he's like saying the same thing, but wording it differently. Going, oh, but white people, oh, but this and that. It was just ridiculous. So, Yeah, there's free speech and there's stupid speech. Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah, I suppose he could be if he's born out of incest or something. He's gone. He's been timed out for 30 minutes, and we're going to be ending in a minute. So that's it. He'll be back tonight, I'm sure, and he can come up and actually have his say. But he talks like you're talking about, like specifically about like how domestic violence is illegal in this country, but not in Islamic countries because obviously the Quran says you can strike your wife. It's fine. But then he starts going, oh, yeah, but there's figures that say that. And I'm like, what? But irrelevant. The figures are irrelevant. I'm telling you, it's illegal in this country for a man to hit a woman. Domestic violence. It's illegal. Yeah, but I've got figures here that say, what? But it's not illegal in the world of Muslims. It is in the world of this country. But I've got figures here. Yep. I did like the way he said, like, we're not dealing with Winston Churchill. That was hilarious. Yeah, defensive. That's right. Yeah. But I never put the word sir anywhere near Keir Starmer. I always just say Keir or Starmer or Keir Starmer. But yeah. That's it. I mean, we're not, we can do it like a preemptive strike, or I suppose we can defend ourselves once they've hit a British base or something, can do something. But yeah, we're not like America and Israel because you don't need to because they're doing it. So it's quite good because obviously we didn't realise an hour and 51 minutes. There's you telling me like hour and a half ish. But yeah, it's just a ridiculous argument that was. But yeah, but anyway, right, happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. But yeah, it's nuts. I don't get why he didn't listen. I'm just saying, like, it's legal. Yeah, but no, but it's illegal. Yeah, but don't know what to say, ladies and gents. Yeah, ladies chance. You can't educate stupid, can you? Don't know what else we can do. Don't know what else we can do. But there we go. But we're back tonight at 7 o'clock. You can actually call in. You can be in the chat. You can talk about anything you like. I've got nothing. I have nothing. So, well, I've got one story that I want to talk about, which we did touch on, was a £40,000 that you're going to give to migrants, the families, to leave. That's crazy. But yeah, other than that, it's a case of you can call in and then you say whatever you want to say in chat, and we'll talk about it. So it's not a problem. So Paul will be back, I'm sure. And then anything you want to talk about, whether it's in the news, politics, whatever, we can talk about it. It's not a problem. But you can actually control the show. You tell me what it is, whatever topic, not a problem. You can either call in and talk to us. I'm sure Electrodoc will come up. Maybe, I don't know. You might want to. You might not want to. But yeah, you want to come up and say what you want to say, and we can talk about it. Not a problem. And obviously, yes, free speech, as long as we're talking about what we're talking about, instead of like come up to argue something and then keep saying throwing figures that are irrelevant to whether it's legal or illegal. It's legal or illegal. Oh, what it is, right? There's figures here that say domestic violence is 99.9% okay in Muslim countries. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. I don't know where I'm going with that, but But anyway, thanks to everyone in the chat. It's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And once again, thanks to Phil for doing the 5 memberships. That was very nice of him. How generous. But yeah, come join me at 7 and we can talk about anything you like. I've got that one story about the 40k for migrant families. That was my choice, just the one story that's worth mentioning. But literally, you can talk about anything you like tonight. It's not a problem. And he can come up and talk. So it is a call-in show, ladies and gents. So thank you very much to every single one of you in chat. It's been a pleasure talking to my Wizardians and even Paul. And he should be back. He will be back. You wait. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And that is the Wizard's words.